Hello everybody, thanks for coming to my channel today. My name is Grace, I'm also known as Little Mama, and in this video today I'm going to show you how to hire or how to find a virtual assistant in the Philippines. If you're looking for some help and want to hire from that country, it's a great option because the cost is really affordable. So let's get started right now. Alright, so right now I'm going to talk to you about how to find a virtual assistant in the Philippines, and there's going to be certain steps that I'm going to show you as well as templates on how to hire. And so let's go through first of all the benefits of why you would even want to hire in the Philippines. Why go so far? If you're in the US like I am, why go all the way to Philippines to hire? Well, not all the best writers are just in the US, first of all, because there's other parts of the country that speak English as well. And Filipinos definitely speak English. So you don't even have to go to Europe for English-speaking writers. You could actually go to the Philippines to hire people that know English as well. So right there you have an advantage of more English-speaking people that can actually write really well in English. Although some Filipinos will be better at written English than verbal English. So when you're hiring a Filipino for your virtual assistant job, then you need to make sure whatever they're doing, either written English or verbal English, you need to kind of assess that for each individual, okay? They also are very hardworking and detailed orientation, so that's very good. And of course, very low cost because of their cost of living in the Philippines is a much lower than the cost here in the US, so they can afford to be paid at a much lower rate than we would pay, let's say, a writer in the US or in Europe for that matter. So you could get significant savings if you hire from the Philippines. And how would you communicate with them? You can use various types of communication tools these days to talk to your virtual assistant, so that's not a problem. For mobile, you have WhatsApp. Actually, all of them are mobile. WhatsApp, Zoom, Facebook Messenger, and Skype. They all have video capabilities where you could speak to the person in real time. You can even use, like, if you guys are both on Apple devices, then you could do FaceTime as well. So there's many options. That's not going to be the deterrent factor of you not being able to communicate. So tasks that are good to outsource for people in the Philippines will be office administrative tasks, going through emails, managing your social media, writing and posting blogs, PPC experts. There are PPC experts out there. Website development, some are very technical, customer service, and various tasks and projects that you can hire for as well. So I do want to mention one secret that I found that you really need when you're hiring a virtual assistant. The secret is not to hire freelancers, okay? You actually want to hire full-time help. And the cost of a full-time help from the Philippines is actually still very low, about $400 per month US dollars, okay? So you can hire between like $400, $500 a month, and you could get a full-time person helping you with whatever tasks you want. So let's go through the steps on how to find a virtual assistant in the Philippines. So I have here 7 steps. So first, you gotta go to the right site, okay? You have to go to workingwordnow.com/hire VA. Once you go to that link, it'll bring you to the site where you can hire Filipinos directly from that site, okay? That site is dedicated for hiring Filipinos. Then you're going to click on, now I'm going to go to the site in a second, but I just want to go through the steps, okay? So click sign up, and you're going to choose I an employer, and then you could pick the free plan first to start just to get yourself set up. And you can even post a job with your free plan, but you can't communicate with the applicants on the free plan. So when I did this, I just used the cheapest plan because, I mean, you do have to pay something and then you just cancel right after. So you do have to have a little fee for this process because you're accessing like very qualified people from the Philippines. And I believe as a business expense, I mean, it's very reasonable. Then you're going to post a job. So there's two ways to find your applicants. You either post a job or you actually search for applicants yourself. Then once you have a bunch of applicants that have applied, then you're going to filter the applicants. So you're going to be doing interviews with these applicants to filter them and maybe even give them sample tests to do so that you can see how their work is. Then you're going to finalize and hire the person that you feel is the best fit, and you send them the welcome info. And then there is the last step. You want to maintain a long-term relationship, because if you're hiring somebody full-time, they do expect, to be working with you for a long time. So make sure you have steps to maintain the relationship. So you do want to keep your communication with your VA very frequent so that you guys are always in communication and have open line of communication. It is the best to keep your long-term relationship intact. Okay, so when you go to Workingwordnow/VA, you're gonna get to this site here, online jobs for Filipinos. Okay, so this is the site, and you'll see that just last month there are over 38,000 job seekers signed up, and there are only not even 6,000 employers signed up. So look at the ratio here, right? So that you have lots of people to choose from. On the top here, you will click sign up, and then you're going to click I'm an employer, and then fill out the spots, and then just start and agree. And then you just register. And when you post a job, this is like a template for somebody who is looking for a full-time WordPress content writer. I'm going to tell you how to get access to these templates I'm going to be showing you in this video at the end of the video, okay? So you will get access to them. I'm going to tell you how to access this, because you could just literally, if you're hiring for also a content writer, you can literally copy and paste and use this template to post on the job board yourself, okay? So this has everything that you really need to post a job for this type of position, okay? If that's what you're hiring, that is. And the other option is where you actually reaching out to applicants. So you could send this template. This template will say, hey, I found your resume on the online jobs board. So I'm looking to hire a full-time content writer, WordPress content writer. Are you interested or available to work? So very simple. These are actual templates that have been used before. Okay. And then there are follow-up messages that you can use as your template. You see? That now they said yes, so if they say yes here, then you could just send them this, okay? You send them the details of what you're looking for and the required skills that you're looking for, and that's it. So once you have either posted your job and reached out to applicants and you got a bunch of people applying, then you're gonna start filtering the applicants with this interview template. If you are using, now that's if you are using somebody who is going to be writing for you, okay? So if you're going to be interviewing somebody who is supposed to be doing voice or something you have to do in speech, then you should do a online interview with them so that you can process or ask them questions and you can hear how they speak and if you like the way they speak. So you do want to do the other type of interview if you are going to be doing like a voice type position for them, like a customer service, like on the phone type position. But if you're just doing the writing, not having them do any voice, then you can just use this template for your interview questions. So the first message when they have applied, then you could send them these questions about, how they work and all that stuff, and get some messages and get some idea of their history and how they've worked with the things that you are looking for, right? And so the second message is, they will reply and then you could ask them for this, okay? So the next set of messages that you want to send them is about costs. You want to ask them two questions. This template is telling you to actually tell them how much you want to hire for and the potential raise that is going to do that you're going to give them if they stay long term. So this actually gives them an idea that this is going to be a long term and that there's incentive for them to work long term with you. And then you also want to say, hey, if you want to give them bonuses, that's even more encouraging for them to write for you longer. Okay, so this is a very good template for you to use. And then you want to give them samples of the work that you are expecting. Once you are near the final round, you want to do a sample test. So in this interview template on the bottom here, it's saying like, can you do a sample for me for $20? I'm going to pay you, so that it's a win-win situation. So they're not wasting their time and not getting paid for the sample, but I'm also only going to pay a little bit to get that sample. Okay, so you do only want to do this for maybe the top 3 candidates left. You want to do it for those people, not for everybody, because then you'll be paying a lot to hire, right? So once you have done that, then you pick the best work that you see, and then you can finalize and hire. And then when you hire, you do want to give them lots of instructions. So for example, this is another welcome info instruction template that you can go through and kind of take a look at how this person has been hiring. Okay, this is also a sample that I've used as well for my own hiring, and like I said, I'm going to tell you how to get access to that in a second. So you do want to show them, give them very detailed welcome info about everything that you want them to do. And then lastly, you do want to build long-term relationship with them, and this is like an ongoing communication. Okay, so weekly, you want to have a weekly meeting with them. Let them know how they can communicate with you if they have other questions within the week. You want to also give them feedback every month. So you want to give them feedback on how they're doing and everything like that. That is the whole process. Now that you've stayed to the end, I do want to give you the full information. So again, you do want to set up your account first at Online Jobs by using workingwordnow.com/hire-VA. Then you could get actually the full training of how to hire from online jobs in the Philippines using workingwordnow.com hire-VA training. Okay, now when you click on this one, it's going to get to this page here. Okay, this is the actual course that is going to train you fully on how to hire from the Philippines. This is my friend Jerry Hung, and he's a member of Wealthy Affiliate as I am, and he has a training in here for premium members. It has 10 lessons or 9 lessons, and it has all those templates that I showed you where you can actually have access to them and save it as your own copy and then format it or edit it to your liking so that it fits whatever you're hiring for. So this is a course, this is the full training. In each of these lessons, he goes through very detailed information about how to hire, what's hire, and then there's tasks at the end of each of these lessons to let you know what to do, and then you go to the next lesson and so forth. So there are 9 lessons in this course, and so you should check it out at workingwordnow.com/hire-VA training, and I hope I'll see you in there. Okay, so I hope this video was very, very valuable to you on how to find a virtual assistant in the Philippines, and I hope this has been a great help. So if it has been, please give me a big thumbs up underneath this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so you can learn more things about how to operate your online business in a more efficient way. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can see when my next video comes out. All right, I hope I see you on the next one. Bye.